Hello, I'm Detroit Miracle. Yes, indeed. Right now, I'd like to welcome you all to this new episode of Relationship Facts. This particular topic concerning relationship facts is when is the appropriate time for the guy to ask for sex or some? Like, when is the appropriate time during the date? Let's take it back to the beginning stages where the guy meets the woman for the first time. He obviously impresses upon her something in which keeps her interested. So she wants to continue it over the phone. Then they go through the phone process, and then they got to go through a first type of date where they go to the movies or some restaurant or even for a walk through the park. Like, both of them appear to like one another, and both are happy with each other's looks. Like, so they might have what they want there. It might be somewhat superficial up until that point because they don't really know too much about one another, but they're trying to get through those stages. So they break through that, all of that, the phone conversations, the first date, maybe a second date. So when is the right time for a guy to ask for sex from the woman? Because if the guy asked the wrong way, apparently, or asked the woman too soon, she would take offense to it and say, "Oh, that's all he want to do. That's all he look at me as." But when like both people want that, when couples meet each other, instantly they know if they want to sleep with one another right then on the spot, because they go by observation, or they go by presentation, like they're looking at each other. So you're saying when a woman is looking at the guy's body and he's looking at her body, you're saying that they're not thinking sexual thoughts too about one another. They're not undressing each other's with each other's eyes. Like, how you could peel this off with the eyes, build up a false storyline and like shape a fantasy and make it go as long as you want it to go. Yeah. Because we know what people look like without clothes. So just because they're wearing clothes, that don't mean we can't picture them without clothes, people. The guys undress women that way and women undress guys. So the moral to that part of the story is both couples or both people that meet each other know right then and there if they want to have sex with one another. They don't have to go through a phone conversation process or a first, second, third date to find that out or figure it out. They know then and there. Like, if a guy walks up to a pretty woman, like out cold, she got a nice body, she's slamming, pretty face, pretty hair. You don't think that guy knows that he wants to get serious with that woman in that way? I mean, fun serious. You think he needs to go through the whole stages process to determine if he wants to do it with the woman? Yeah. Why do you people think that there are one night stands? Why do you people think that? It's because they don't go with that same dating procedural, which is partly dumb and stupid, but it makes a little bit of sense. When people go to clubs and nightclubs and like couples, men and women, and they meet each other somewhere in the club, he might ask her to dance, she might ask him to dance forcefully. Either way, they do that. So they, right on that dance floor, like both of those parties involved or one or the other tell what they want. Like, you tell people, you whisper in their ear then and they like it, then it's a potential one night stand. Then it can lead to a casual relationship, a casual sexual relationship, that is, between those people. Now, they don't consider themselves boyfriend and girlfriend. They consider themselves like friends, though, along those lines, because they're still friendly. They don't have to be serious friendly as far as a relationship to be friends. Or just say she might consider the guy her boy toy and he might consider her his woman toy. Like it belonged, however they look at it, but they didn't go with the procedural involving like he wants to date her, she wants to date him. And those one night stands can become marriages eventually. How many one night stands do you all think became serious relationships? Like where she moved in with the guy immediately after, then they got married and they had a long marriage, a comfortable, happy marriage. So it is a such thing as love at first sight. And then if you had love at first sight and it's mutually felt amongst the male and female couple, of course, then, it was meant to be. Then you could say, the fact that we hooked up that quick and did it, got it out the way, means that we were drawn to each other and comfortable with each other, and we wanted to be with each other in that way. In other ways too, such as eating breakfast, going to work out together, going to the movies, going out to eat. But yeah, no matter, you want that type of stuff in your relationship too, rather. Yeah, you want all those other activities to be there, but you also want something else too. And you can't deny it. People can't deny that. Yeah, sex is a big deal. It's an issue. It's the main crucial issue with it. And if a woman like deludes herself by saying that, oh, she doesn't know if she wants to be with the guy instantly, she needs the dating process, or he says that he don't know if he wants to be with her, he needs that dating process, then is it a such thing in their mind as love at first sight, or lust at first sight, in which you capitalize off of that feeling and you both parties do and they run with it? And I know that type of behavior has gotten some into trouble, I know, because people have cheated on each other by doing that. By in the heat of the moment, they run in and cheat and then regret it. And even they would even regret it more if they got caught in the process. That's crazy. Well, yeah, this whole issue about the woman has to make the guy wait for a specific time and then she gives him that sex. What if she's a super nasty nymphomaniac freak that made the guy wait like 2 months? Just say she made the guy wait longer than 2 months. That doesn't make sense at all. Like, it would have made sense that the nymphomaniac, the big freak, would want to go through the one night stand thing. It would make most sense that they would want to go through with that. And yeah, she might like the guy in other ways, fine and dandy, but it's best to get like the stuff out the way, the most seriousness, not waste time, not play games, Yeah, well, folks, so what do you think about this? Like, give me some feedback on this. Again, the topic is like during the dating process, when is the right time for the guy to ask the female for sex? The woman for sex, that is. When is the best time? Do you think it should happen the first night, the second night? You think he should ask over the phone or ask her in face to face? That might impress her more. Like, be bold, be brave, be confident in what you do. Like, look her right in the eyes and tell her what you want. But I mean that in a good way, of course. Don't tell her nothing in a bad way. Like, don't look her in the eyes and say, hey, baby, I want you to go in there and fix me a 50-course meal. Yeah. Oh, this is something crucial. I wanted to add that near the beginning, but I can add it now. Look, women out there, y'all gotta stop that whole conformity, traditional way of thinking regarding y'all waiting for the guy to ask in the right way, or if he asks y'all in a wrong way, then y'all will be turned off to it. If he asked in the right way, then like, why does he have to ask? Why is that so big of a turn on to a woman to have a guy ask for sex from her first? Why can't she run and ask? Why can't she be bold and reckless and brave and run in and grab the guy by the shirt and say, come here? Where's all the bold, brave, confident women at out there? You know, you could call dudes up, text them, like, you know, why not be brave and reckless like that? Like women are different these days. They're much improved in ways, of course, than from the past. To say they don't conform